A paramilitary force that is fighting Sudan's army has placed new constraints on aid deliveries to areas where it's seeking to cement its control, humanitarian workers have said, and that includes places where famine is spreading. The war erupted out of a power struggle between the Sudanese army and the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF. Over the past 2 years, it has caused what the United Nations calls the world's largest and most devastating humanitarian crisis. About half of Sudan's 50 million citizens suffer from acute hunger. They're mostly in territory held or under threat from the RSF. Relief workers have previously accused RSF fighters of looting aid. They also say the Sudanese army has denied or hindered access to RSF-held areas. Now the situation could be getting worse. Aid workers told Reuters the RSF has begun demanding higher fees and oversight of operational Reuters aid groups were required to register with the Sudan Agency for Relief and Humanitarian Operations, which administers aid for the RSF. The aid workers by the army and authorities aligned to it, the workers said.
The war in Sudan is a war on people.
MSF, also known as Doctors Without Borders, told the UN Security Council earlier this month that the demands leave humanitarian groups with an impossible choice, while life-saving aid hangs in the balance.
They are actively compounding their suffering.
Both warring parties deny impeding aid. The paramilitary group's relief agency agreed last month to suspend the directives until April, but aid groups say the restrictions continue. In an interview with Reuters, the agency's head said it was exercising its legal rights and duties, and that army-backed authorities were pressuring international organizations not to deal with the agency. It comes as the RSF tries to form a parallel government in Western Sudan, while it's rapidly losing ground in the capital, Khartoum, where the army was seen taking back control of the presidential palace this week. The tightening of bureaucratic controls is driven partly by the RSF's quest for international legitimacy. But it also offers a way to raise funds for a faction facing military setbacks while still controlling parts of the country, the aid workers said. That includes almost all of the western region of Darfur, where several areas are hit with famine. There, the fear is that hundreds of thousands of people, many of them displaced previously in the conflict, are now at a greater risk of starvation.